Hey, what we're going to do today is we're going to change a windshield wiper motor out on my old Jeep Comanche I've been working on, so take a look. What we got here is an 86 Jeep Comanche. Basically the front or the area that we're going to be working on is the same as the Jeep Cherokee XJ, but as you can see, my wiper motor does not work, and look at that. That thing is in bad shape. I've already tested the plug, and I do have, it does work. I've even plugged it into the new one. This is an Amazon special, but it does work. Don't want to spend a lot of money in this Jeep. And so anyway, anything is better than that. So take a look. What we're going to do is we're going to remove these old crusty wiper arms. If you've got an old Jeep or an old vehicle like this, I recommend spraying some penetrant like PB Blaster in these areas and let them soak. It'll make your life a lot easier when we're trying to pull this thing off. First thing we want to do is there's a little lever right here. So we want to take this and we're going to pop this out while pulling this up like this. Once you pull it completely out, your wiper blade will not be touching the windshield. Yes, this windshield is delaminating. We've got to get all, we're going to take care of that later. So anyway, so once you pull this little lever up, it should theoretically pop right out. But a lot of times these things are seized, so I'm going to see if this will come out. I may have to use both hands and a pair of pliers. I'm going to try to give it a little trick. As you can see, boy, that thing was rusted on. This was kind of boogered up here. You won't see this, they're getting painted. But I think what I did with the other one is I took some vice grips and I put it on there, not clamping here, because if you clamp here, you're actually going to put pressure against it. I'm going to clamp here, which kind of opens it up a little bit, and the other one popped right off. So let's see. Notice I've got it over to that a little bit. Make sure this is pulled out. Let's see if it comes out just like the other one. I'll try to do it on camera. Yes, that is the key. See where I've got the vice grips? Right there, not on the ball area. As you can see, these are massively corroded. Make sure you use some PB Blaster. I'm going to use a T30 Torx and get these out. Again, these things were massively corroded. You don't want to break these. Make sure you use penetrant. So once you get the arms off and take out the 4 bolts, these are Torx, by the way, then you have to take off these 2 bolts and these 2. These were 11 millimeter. And now that you've done that, this whole thing is going to be loosened here. And then you just kind of pop it out and maneuver it out. I forgot right here. So you got to take that out. Once you take that bolt, you can go ahead and move. Get this little bracket out of there. And then this should move a little bit easier, I hope. Take this one out. I use this to pry that forward a little bit. Boy, this thing's disintegrating. Hopefully I can move this around now. Man, make sure you get your tetanus shot before doing something like this. Not sure what else is holding it in. Key is kind of tilted forward. And then it seems to now be coming. Actually, I still can't get it out, but I got it tilted forward enough where I'm going to go ahead and take this cam bolt off right here, and that will separate the motor from the mechanical assembly. And this was a 10 millimeter. Come on. Okay, now this will separate from it. I'll use this screwdriver. Okay, that came off pretty easy. Now let's see if we can get this thing out. Come on. Okay. Wow. Okay, just be careful of your washer line there, and of course your electrical line, and I will have to get in there and clean all of this out. Now is the time to inspect your, I'll call it the transmission assembly for your wipers. These little bushings tend to wear out, and if they're not tight, go ahead and replace them. You can actually get these at AutoZone. I may go ahead and replace those while I'm at it. And other than that, it's pretty simple setup. Well, okay, now that we've got the assembly out, what we need to do is take the new motor here and mount it to the transmission assembly. You can see this transmission assembly actually had some damage here with some rust, but it looks like the main structure is still doing okay. So we're going to spray some penetrant on the bolts here, and it did come with new bolts that go right here to bolt it up. So we're going to hopefully get these out without much drama. So let's take a look. I see some rust down here. I may paint that up a little bit before I put it back in. Let's take a look. Okay, these were not very tight, so no big deal. All right, so I assume this is the original one from '86, but no really way to make sure. And of course this one will hopefully fit right back there. But before I put that back in, oh, one of the other things, now is the time to replace these wiper bushings. I had a couple here. I didn't buy these. Well, I bought them a long time ago, but I was going to change them, but these are in pretty good shape, but they do have a little play in them. I'm not too much worried about that, but now is the time to change these wiper bushings. If you need it, I'll leave a link for the wiper bushings and the wiper motor in the description. Appreciate if you click on that and take a look. I do get a little cut of that, but helps the channel out. So the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and vacuum here, all this mess out here, and of course just tighten these supplied bolts up and you should be good. I am going to wait before I put this little transmission arm on it. This is what actually turns the motor, or this is the motor is what actually turns this little device here, but I'm going to wait and put that on when I put it back in the truck, because I remember I had to take it off before I pulled it out of the truck so it would fit. So let's take a look. Okay, now that we figure out how this thing goes, let's see here. Move your electrical and your vacuum line, not your vacuum, this is your windshield washer hose. Move that out of the way. You can see I've got all this cleaned out. And you want to make sure that obviously your these are going to be faced up like this. So that's the orientation. So we got to somehow scoot this in here like this. Okay, you got to be careful. I decided to put the cam bolt back on here, and this could either go like this, or notice, see how this goes back and forth? This could either be underneath like this. Of course, there's no way that I would remember how that came off, so I'm going to try the easy way first, and we're going to try it like this, see if it'll fit. Okay, this is what the mechanism looks like, not in there. Everything seems to work okay. Okay, it slid right in, but now I've got to figure out this bracket situation here. Let's see. Okay, after a lot of struggling, I pulled it back out, and I'm going to show you why. So remember this piece here? I told you I didn't know which way it was oriented. I had it wrong, because what happens is when these are in the position, these have to be down, because they'll hit the cowl. I still don't think this is right here. See, this one's down here, but this one needs to be down here. So I think I need to rotate that. Okay, we'll try it again. When you put these on, make sure that these are facing the same way. You see, you got your L this way, and just make sure that these are down facing the motor. And then I'll put a little Loctite right there on that bolt. So let's see if it'll fit in. Okay, it slid right in. Then we just got to orient it to get these little pieces up through the hole, and then we got to put these brackets in like this. Okay, that slid right in there. So then you got to put this little bracket on here. That's pretty easy. There's a bolt right here, and then there's two nuts that go to the firewall, and then of course put your 4 Torx nuts there, and then there's this little support thing here. It's got 2 bolts. I'm going to open the hood and tighten those up. Okay, now that I've got it all buttoned up, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this wiring. So the factory had a hole right here with a little grommet that held these wires out of the way of that mechanism, because if you're in a bad rain and this catches on this transmission, it's going to be a bad day, so because it'll rip that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these little devices here. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get some of these. This actually just pushes in holes like that, and then you can do a factory style wraparound. And then I'll tighten it up. And as you can see, it is now going to be out of the way of this wiper mechanism. And it's kind of like the factory. The only thing I don't like here is this little hump right here might hit the grill. I'm going to have to check on that. Okay, that's it. It's all buttoned up. Let me move this windshield wiper hose. That's for another video. Now, I'm not going to put the cowl cover or the wiper arms on this, obviously, because we got to get a new windshield, but let's go ahead and check our work to make sure this does work. Bind up. So going in here, turn the key on, put this on low, and for the first time in God knows how many years, this works. Doesn't make any noise, seems to be working okay. So I'll say this is a win. And let's check the squirter. Okay, well that's how I'll change this windshield wiper motor on this 86 Jeep Comanche. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, so get your tetanus shot. Have a great day.